Common Octopus. Most people picture this one. 8 arms, soft body, skin that shifts color like a living screen. Octopus vulgaris is the most studied, the most photographed, and the most widely distributed octopus on the planet. It lives in tropical and temperate oceans across the world, hiding in rock crevices, coral reefs, and sandy seafloors. But here's what makes it worth paying attention to. It doesn't just change color for camouflage. It changes texture too. Tiny muscles under the skin called papillae rise and fall in milliseconds, turning smooth skin into something that looks exactly like rough coral or jagged rock. It's not just hiding, it's becoming. They're also relentless problem solvers. In lab settings, they've opened child-proof containers, unscrewed jars, and navigated mazes. Scientists aren't entirely sure where the intelligence ceiling is. Giant Pacific Octopus. This is the largest octopus on Earth. Arms that can stretch over 14 feet. A body that can weigh as much as a grown man. It lives in the cold, deep waters of the North Pacific, off the coasts of Alaska, Canada, and Japan. Despite its size, it's remarkably gentle unless provoked. Divers regularly interact with them. Some individuals seem genuinely curious about humans, reaching out an arm to investigate a camera or a hand. There's something almost unsettling about being examined by something that large and that intelligent. They live fast. Most giant Pacific octopuses die within 3 to 5 years. The females die shortly after their eggs hatch, having spent months guarding the clutch without eating. By the time the eggs open, she's already gone. Blue-Ringed Octopus. Small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. One of the most venomous animals alive. The blue-ringed octopus carries enough tetrodotoxin in its body to kill 26 adult humans. There's no antivenom. There has never been an antivenom. The rings only appear when threatened. Bright electric blue, pulsing under the skin like a warning signal nature spent millions of years designing. Most of the time it looks completely unremarkable. That's the part people underestimate. Found mainly in tide pools and coral reefs across the Pacific and Indian Oceans, it's not aggressive, it won't hump you, but if you pick it up not knowing what it is, the outcome is almost always the same. Mimic Octopus. This one found a different kind of survival strategy entirely. Instead of just hiding, it performs. The Mimic Octopus, discovered off the coast of Indonesia in 1998, can reshape its body and behavior to impersonate other animals. It flattens its arms to look like a flounder. It tucks 6 arms away and lets 2 drift to imitate a lionfish. It coils into the shape of a banded sea snake. What's remarkable isn't just that it mimics, it's that it appears to choose which animal to become based on the predator it's facing. That level of contextual decision-making in an invertebrate is something scientists are still trying to fully understand. Dumbo Octopus. This one lives somewhere most animals never go. Dumbo octopuses are found at extreme depths, sometimes over 13,000 feet below the surface. At that depth, there is no light, almost no life, crushing pressure in every direction. They get their name from 2 large fins on either side of their head, which they flap gently to move through the water. Slow, quiet, ghost-like. Footage of them is rare, and every time a deep-sea camera catches one, it looks almost fictional. They don't have ink sacs. At that depth, there's nothing to hide from in the dark. Coconut Octopus. Tool use is something humans like to believe separates them from most of the animal world. The coconut octopus disagreed with that idea. Found in the tropical waters of the Indo-Pacific, this species collects coconut shell halves from the seafloor and carries them around. Not to eat, not to hide in immediately, it carries them for later, assembling a portable shelter on demand. Scientists call this anticipatory tool use, planning ahead, carrying something not for right now, but for what might come. That behavior was once considered uniquely human. The coconut octopus does it with 2 shells and no instructions. Blanket Octopus. The female can grow up to 6 feet long. The male is about the size of a walnut. That's one of the most extreme size differences between sexes of any animal on Earth. The female carries long flowing webs between her arms that billow behind her like fabric in water. When threatened, she spreads them wide. The visual alone is usually enough to back a predator off. The male lives a short, quiet life. His only biological purpose is reproduction. He dies shortly after. The female carries on, drifting through open ocean, one of the most visually striking animals in any sea.